Live from Arlington, Texas, MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And our pitcher tonight, Mackenzie Gore. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Bryce Matthews now at the plate. And we're underway in Arlington.
7:07.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Gore, in his 5th season, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Let's go, Mackenzie.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Ball.
The 1-0. Hot shot to third. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 8, Christian.
And now it's Christian Walker.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 homers already in this series.
Liner snagged at first. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Peter Lambert. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
Now one
Ball.
miss.
That pitch is out.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Three-two on the way. Kutch goes down via the K.
Batting second, the second baseman, Justin.
And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate, but when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
And here is Justin Foscue. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
And that's down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one fouled off. Three-two. Ground ball, Walker. He'll do it himself. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Brandon Nimmo.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. This one in the air, center field. Myers has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. We head to the second in Arlington. No score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
Here we go, McKenzie.
Line drive, and there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 6, Jake Myers.
And that's a fair ball. Paredes around second, headed for third. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder,
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Golden opportunity right here. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. The Astros with a chance to score first here at the top of the second. And that's a base hit. 1 runs in. The relay, safe. In comes the run from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Ball.
Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up.
That clips the corner. Man at second. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Berger takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So here's Christian Vasquez. And ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2-1 now. And a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Lifted in the air, right field. Nimmo moving in on this one. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Astros 2 and the Rangers nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom half of inning number 2, Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers.
Berger.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently. He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
On a line, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Nice line drive to the post side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And a foul ball. Gets him to chase after that one. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball.
That one to first, and that's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowering away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
One out, man at first. Danny Jansen to hit here. Nice grab. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Astros 2 and the Rangers nothing. Back in Arlington, here's the Astros leadoff man, Bryce Matthews. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Way out front for strike two. That one in the dirt, and that is ball one.
That's outside.
Just
Ball
misses
three.
with that one. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still two challenges left for them.
The batter, number 3, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Ball two.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
On the ground. Third out, and that ends the frame. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back at Globe Life Field, set for the bottom of the third, Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. In the air, right field, Smith settles underneath it. One down.
Batting 8, the catcher, Kyle Yoka.
That's the third,
ball's foul.
and that's just foul. Knee high, that's in for a strike. That one
Inside
way
ball.
inside. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
The shortstop, Michael Hellman.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Hellman getting ready to hit. Jackknifes out of the way.
Hey.
And a 1-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The underhand flip. The throw comes in too late, and the speedy runner is on at first.
The center fielder, number 4, Andrew McCutcheon.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Ball, that's down.
Hellman off of first with 2 away. That one fouled off, 2-2. Runner on the go. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Justin Foscue in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fights it off. He'll see another. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Rangers nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. As we go to the top of the 4th. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes.
Let's go, McKenzie.
That's a ball.
And the 1-0. Foul ball. Ball to strike. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's a ball.
Bunted back towards the pitcher. Tosses to first. Just got him on that one.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield was back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
Smith takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Come on, McKenzie.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Off the mark there. Full count now. Out to short. Gets it to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Justin Foscue.
Second baseman, Justin Foscue.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Nimmo.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. The Rangers trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Base knock center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. Runner takes off. Ball misses. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Swings through that.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
That's in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. This to third, Paredes. Handles, throws to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for Texas. They trail it here 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Zach DeZenzo. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Ball inside. Ball inside.
Next pitch is downstairs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. DeZenzo not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Three-two. That one misses.
Nope, that's
so
inside.
leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That one fouled off. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Next offering is fouled back. DeZenzo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Outside with a breaking ball. Got him. 1 away.
Up next to the Astros, the second baseman,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. 1 out, man at first. Nick Allen up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1. Hey.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And that's in the dirt. Now 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt. A good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, the designated hitter, Bryce Matthews.
Ball.
Here we go, McKenzie.
The 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Haggerty settles underneath it. And that is that. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 2 and the Rangers nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Danny Jansen.
Danny Jansen.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do. I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
No. Inside.
The Astros up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left field. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Kyle Higashioka will hit next. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Number 75, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Pearson also getting ready. Runner at second here, one gone.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Rangers, The shortstop, Michael Hellman.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Man on second, 2 down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got him swinging. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Arlington. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Next to hit, Jeremy Pena.
The shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Activity for the first time in that bullpen down there. Tyler Alexander, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Quantrill getting loose as well. The 1-0. This one in the air, right field. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Bosque. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Isaac Paredes. 1 for 2. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Two down, nobody on. Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Throws off target as he slides in with a double.
Up next to the Astros.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Late swing fouled off. Man at second. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Paredes up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Pitch
Ball left
misses.
outside.
Ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The 2-1. Way high.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Mackenzie Gore won't go any further. Not a bad effort, but he exits on the hook for the loss. New pitcher on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher
Rangers,
now, number 75.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner at first with 2 away. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. In the dirt, and it scoots away. No advance, though. The 1-0. There's a strike. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Checks over to first, back safely. Just
that ball went out.
missed. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2
Up
away.
next to the Astros, the left fielder, number
I don't know
9,
how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Fouled off down the right side. Two aboard, 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
The 0-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Myers on second. Smith at first. 2 out of the inning. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Pitch misses there, and it's a full count. Christian Vasquez waiting to hit for Houston. Two on, 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 3-0.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 75. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And that one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Rangers, the second baseman, Justin Foscue.
And that drops in for a strike. The Rangers trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Ball 2.
And now the count filled up 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Nimmo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Comes up empty.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
That one almost got him. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
The 0-1. That clips the corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. Rangers lead 1. Still down 3-0. Back at Globe Life Field. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Christian Vasquez. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Astros, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The 0-2. Up the middle, and a base hit right there. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Fought off foul. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Now he's challenging the called strike, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Here's a 1-1. Squirts away a little bit.
Consistently attacking the right pitch is a great way to build confidence as a hitter. You start to think less at the plate the more often it happens, and they can have a
runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Got him. 2 gone now.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So next up for Houston, Bryce Matthews. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Liner picked on the hop at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Astros are down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back in Arlington, set for the last half of the 7th. Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. To the left side, but it is well foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Ball.
The 1-0. And it's fouled off. The Astros leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. The relay into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
All over that one right there. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Up next for the Rangers, Sam Haggerty. And that one clips the corner. Man at second.
Ball, that's off the plate. Nope, that's inside.
The 2-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one misses, and now it's 3-2. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Tying run at the plate. High fly ball out towards left field. Carrying well. Going. Gone. A 3-run dinger. And we are all tied up.
That's a clutch hit in a big moment. You can't ask for a better time to get a swing like that. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 75 won't go any further tonight. And it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Brian Abreu.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. In the air, right field. Smith on the move. He's got it. 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, number 4, Andrew McCutcheon.
Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Nate Pearson up and loosening in the pen. Blue ball getting cranked up as well. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, down.
Foul Fouled off left side. And that one pulled foul. Got him. That ends the frame. 3-run shot for Texas this inning. We're tied now with 3 apiece. This is AL West action on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Rangers,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chris Martin.
Martin.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jeremy Pena. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Out front, rip foul. Yo one. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next to the Astros, the first baseman, number 8, Christian Walker.
And that's in for a strike. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Felipe Moya, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-1. And that's outside.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ball! That pitch is out.
That one to first, and foul ball. The 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 3.
On this count, runner Not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance of turning two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
That one at the knees for a strike. Now a quick throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw.
Got it.
So one hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece. Braden Shoemake now in the game as he takes over third.
Number 28, Braden.
Justin Foscue stepping in for the Rangers.
The second baseman, Justin Foscue.
There's the strike. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Ryan King up and throwing. In the air, left field. DeZenzo settles under this one, and there's one down.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
This one smashed down the right field line. And in one hops the wall. Throws to second. And that holds the go-ahead run at second base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And here is Jake Berger.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball, that's low.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Runner edges away at second. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Now, that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Two on, one out. Double steal. It's a squeeze. Allen. The flip. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Suicide squeeze can be one of the most exciting plays in all of baseball because it's such a layered play and everything comes together so quickly. Right there, it all came together perfectly at a huge time as they take the lead.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Brian Abreu done for the night, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Astros go to the pen, and here comes A.J. Blueball.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now it's Jansen to hit. 1 for 3. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at second. Fights that one away, still 1 and 2. Swings through it for the K. They limit the damage here. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 9th inning coming up. The Rangers have the lead, 4-3. Last chance coming up here for the Astros.
Now pitching for the
Back
Rangers,
now, and on the mound, the closer, Felipe Moya. A chance at his first save of the year.
Right fielder, Stan Smith.
Late swing, fouled off. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He represents the go-ahead run. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 1 away.
Up next to the Astros, the catcher, number 2, Christian Vasquez.
And now it's Christian Vasquez.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
On the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Gavin Collier appears to be getting loose. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th. Outside corner, there's a strike. Going 2 now. Cracks his bat and pops him up. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Nick Allen.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. And that is that. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even now at 4 apiece. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Josh Young.
One big swing could end it, but I'm sure he's just looking to find a way on base, get something started.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Tied at 4. There's a strike. The Astros have some action in their pen. Ryan King, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Stays alive. Four in the ninth. And a foul ball. He stays alive. This one popped up. Allen should have this one. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
The other way. Down the line, and it's foul. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
So digging in, Michael Hellman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. So the call will stand. No challenges left for them now. Hellman trying to send this extra innings.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, no swing. Two down, nobody on. And the sweeper is off the plate. Andrew McCutcheon in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Foul foul ball, and it remains a full count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. And he boots it. Flips it. He beats the throw. And so they end up with some speed on at first.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. A.J. Blueball departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now
pitching change here, Ryan King.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And that one fouled off. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's
and
in
he
there.
just got his hand in there.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that is out of play.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now into the ball game on defense, Evan Carter. He'll be out in left field.
Number 32, Evan.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Bryce Matthews getting ready to hit. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Short to bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Man at second. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. towards right center field. That's a base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Felipe Moya is done. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Taking over
Rangers,
on the mound for the Rangers, Cal
44.
Quantrill.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One on, nobody out, a run in, and here in extra innings. Quick toss to first, Matthews. Back in on a dive. And now the 0-1. That's a strike. And he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next to the Astros, the first baseman, number 8, Christian.
One out man at first. So next up for Houston, Christian Walker.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And the 1-0.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
2-0. Just missed. Check swing called strike. 3-1. Sliced hard but foul. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Astros 5 and the Rangers 4.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Astros,
back, and here comes the closer, Angel De Los Santos.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So,
well, one-run game. Keith tosses to first. One out, the bottom of the 10th.
up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
So the tying run at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Fouled off the plate. plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And now one out remaining for Texas.
The first baseman, number 21.
Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Trying to deliver as the hero. And a strike. The Rangers with the tying run at second. And the home team trying to pull it out. That one a little bit high. Ball one. Fastball is outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Man on second, 2 down. Just missed. Ezekiel Duran in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a foul out of play. This could end it. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.